Hey everybody, Pete Olson, the Montana Silver Stacker. This is my biz partner Jim Lewis.
What's up, everybody?
From Dana Point, California, up here visiting me here in Kalispell, Montana. And Jim is my biz partner with ISN International Silver Network. We're a 6-year-old international precious metals firm out of Sarasota, Florida. And we wanted to do a video today because we're going to be showing you some of the newest additions to our silver stack. Talk a little bit about silver, why it's great to be collecting it, any precious metals, if you will, and some of the reasons that we do that. And it's important to understand kind of why we diversify within silver, and maybe some of the uses for it, et cetera, or maybe just to hoard it and stack and keep it for tumultuous times. Okay.
So one of the things we were talking about before we started the video, by the way, hello everybody, Jim Lewis here. And we're business partners in a silver business. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes, but just had an opportunity to break out some really neat pieces of silver to show you today. But we were talking about how, through life, people tend to collect things, right? Mm-hmm. As a youth, I collected things like baseball cards, and I actually had a little coin collection, pennies.
Quarter, a lot of the states, that
was
state quarters.
Before all that. Yeah. What else? But my mom collected bears,
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. Went through that phase. There's people collect things. If you think about it, it's just a human nature to collect things.
Yeah.
And we were introduced to the concept of collecting a valuable asset, and I'd never really kind of thought of that as, let's collect something that's going to, store wealth, grow, something that's physically like money, mm-hmm. smart, and it's going to help my family. And so we got on the bandwagon of collecting precious metals, primarily silver, a little bit of gold, but primarily silver. And we think there's a huge upside with that. And so that's kind of where we focus. But even within the silver category, we diversify with a variety of different things. And so we're going to show you a few things, but at the end of the day, somebody told me, if you're going to collect something, you may as well be collecting an asset.
Absolutely.
Because those Beanie Babies, there may be a few that are pretty valuable, or the, Elvis plates or something.
Or salt and pepper shakers, or whatever different people collect.
I've never heard of that, but I suppose it's something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, blue and white plates and all kinds of stuff. But
yeah,
if you're going to be collecting something, it might as well be an asset, something that's going to appreciate over time, something that's going to help you during your retirement, something that's real money.
Yeah.
And it feels really good to be able to have these assets.
Hold that one up. Let's start with
our 1 ouncers, guys.
Bread and butter, I call it.
Okay.
It's a 1 ounce. We're going to do silver bars today. So look at that.
See that?
1 ounce. Pure silver. Now that they have a package of them actually.
Yeah, this is actually, we have a package. These are 5 1 ouncers. So
they're all wrapped together.
If I take it like this, you can kind of see the individual. Okay.
Now, what would you use that for? Thinking down the road, why a 1 ounce bar?
What Jim's asking is if we're in a situation of, it's gotten really bad, and what would I use a 1 ounce bar for if we went to a means of silver and gold as a exchange, if you will? 1 ounce of silver very easily could be $600 an ounce. It could be $1,000 an ounce. But let's say it could be $100 an ounce. But this may be groceries for the week, something of that sort.
Yeah.
Something smaller. It could be an exchange of service. Having someone do something for your house or what have you. Something on a smaller scale.
Now, would you consider collecting something smaller than an ounce?
Sure.
Okay.
I would. You could collect junk silver.
Junk silver. Well, they even make them as small.
And they make them a half an ounce.
Half ounce.
Half ouncers you can get.
Grams,
absolutely.
You can get grams of silver.
Yeah. Yep. So you can even go smaller than the 1 ounce. You certainly can. So that's what you would use that for, guys. It's just a smaller denomination, and you want to have a lot of these. Again, we're showing bars here today. This is the back of it, by the way.
So that would be kind of like bread and butter.
Yeah.
If you're going to collect any of the silver, that would be a good starting point. Really good starting point.
Definitely.
Just 1 ounce bars. You can't have enough of those.
It's just an absolute staple.
Right. Let's look at the next one. So from 1 ounce, here's 5 of them that make up 5 ounces.
Yeah, so here's an individual one. I mean, it's so much thicker. There's a 5 ounce that Jim has there.
There's a 5 ouncer. Now look at the difference in size.
Look at that.
I'm going to hold that up right next to the camera.
Yeah.
Not the angles, but it's literally
Look at the thickness on that.
thick. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. So that's a 5 ounce bar and the same purpose. I mean, this would buy at some point, or you could exchange it for whatever's being used as currency.
That's $100 today, $20 an ounce. But again, guys, it's not past the impossibility of what's coming. That we can see triple-digit silver up to $600 an ounce, $1,000 an ounce.
What if it's $100? I mean, that would be
$500. Yeah.
And we put these in our collection quite regularly.
Yeah. Next one.
Talk about that one. That's a beautiful one.
This is a great coin. This is the 10 ouncer, guys. So we have 1, 5. Now this is 10.
Show the thickness of that.
Look at that. Okay, so it's also, it's taller and super thick. See that?
And let me get in the picture.
Can you get in there?
This is the 5, so it's actually about the same thickness. Mm-hmm. But look at the size.
But look at the size of it. I mean, just
it's massive, and it has this beautiful buffalo Indian head inscription on there,
and then the buffalo on the back.
And who makes that?
I think this was
Sunshine.
Yeah, I think this is a Sunshine 10 ouncer.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, guys, this would be again, if the prices are higher, you're talking about if it's $100 an ounce, that's $1,000. Talking about bigger purchases in the bartering process.
So right now you can buy these for 20 or 200, 250s, 240s, to whatever. I mean, there's a little bit of a premium.
It'd be a little over 200 spot, and then there'd be a little premium on top of that. Okay.
All right, I'm going to talk about the next one. So that one. All right, I'm going to start off by listen. I want you to listen.
Uh-oh. That sounds heavy. Holy cow.
I'm marking up your bars. Sorry about that. Guys, look at this. This is one bad piece of silver.
Look at that, man.
I mean, this is actually probably my favorite of all the silver pieces.
Hand poured.
It's a kind of a hand poured looking one by RMC, the Republic Metals Corporation. Look at that thing. I mean, it's just beautiful. And this is 1 kilo, about 32 ounces.
Yep, 32.15 ounces.
There is some weight in this thing. Now, they're all actually also individually serial numbered. Super thick. We showed you that big old 10 ouncer. Look at the size difference here. About another almost 3/4 of an inch taller.
And way thicker.
And
look at that.
way thicker. So put some of these in your collection, right? I mean,
you want to have those.
When that thing hits 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 an ounce, I mean, that's going to buy something pretty substantial. Who knows? A couple of these, maybe buy a car or something. Who knows? Yeah,
I mean, if you're talking 100 ounces is $3,200. If it's 600 an ounce, take that times 6, you're over $20,000, guys, for one bar.
Okay. How much? 600?
That's 600 an ounce. Yeah. Again, we've got a lot of things converging now with the economy. That's terrible. You got the derivative bubble, you got the real estate bubble, you got the bond bubble. We're 19 trillion in debt as opposed to 11 trillion in debt. In 2008, they did quantitative easing. They just kicked the can down the road. They didn't fix the problem.
4.
Yeah, and they're talking about that. And the interest rates haven't moved at all. Profits from the corporations have been terrible. So this bubble has only gotten bigger. And when it collapses, they think it could be worse than the Great Depression of the 30s. So you want to be prepared, guys.
And when that happens, precious metals, silver, gold, tend to go in the opposite direction.
That's
straight
right.
up. People fly to safety. These have been
That's safety.
Currency and money for thousands of years.
5,000 plus years.
And so that's what safety means. They go to what has always been, will still be in our lifetimes. There's no question. So That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Pull the big mama out. What do you call that thing? You call it Big Daddy?
Big Daddy. 100 ounces, guys. Look at that.
That is
100 ounces. It is heavy.
You're straining yourself.
It is, man. I know.
You're getting all pumped up holding that thing. That's 100 ounces.
100 ounces.
So how many pounds is that?
You know, how many, what,
1,600
ounces? How many ounces in a pound? Jesus, I don't know.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man.
You go to the gym and pump that.
Yeah, I'd say it feels like.
So compare it to the big kilo. I mean, it's incredibly thicker. Look at that. And bigger.
Look at that.
Pie. There
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Turn yours sideways there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible, man. It really is. And this would be, you know, what would you use that for, guys?
Drop that on the desk.
Okay. I mean, it's my leg. The legs on the desk are shaking. Now you're talking. You know, you have 100 ouncer at $600 an ounce. What is that? $60,000. $60,000 for one bar. So you want to always have assets, guys. The wealthy have assets, and you want to have assets that have been around for a long time. Nothing been around longer than silver and gold.
I'm going to move the camera here, and I hope I can get a good shot of this silver. Look at that. So you got your 1s, your 5s, your 10s. Kilo, and the 100 ouncer. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, guys? All right. Go ahead.
And this might be, guys, this could be, you know, this could be buying a house. This could be land exchange, et cetera, et cetera. So it would be for the enormous purchases. But it's very important to be diversified even amongst your precious metal holdings. It truly is. Because you want to be able to have things for different levels of purchases. And it's just cool. It's good to be diversified in anything that you do, even if you're focused on silver and gold in that community. Different people like different things. So let's say even the shit doesn't hit the fan, the proverbial shit doesn't hit the fan, so to speak. And you needed to sell some of this for some cash, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Different people like different things. There may be people looking for 100 ounces. You know, kilos, of course, 10, 5, 1. So it's good to have a mix of everything because everyone's looking for different things. And there's so many different mediums to sell things.
And it's very liquid. You could take this down the street here to your pawn shop.
Yeah.
Coin store.
Give you spot price.
They'll give you spot price.
Give spot price for all of it.
Cash, right?
Cash, right? So right now they give spot price on this 100 ouncer. So 100 ounces, that's $2,000. They give you, it's a little over 2,000. Be about 20.
I have a feeling you wouldn't sell that for even $2,000.
You know, I don't want to sell any of it. But if I had to, the great thing about it is, guys, it's like my own bank. So the coins and carats near me pay spot price for all of this. So it's my own bank.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful thing.
You had to pay your mortgage or something. And,
yeah,
and it came up, and for whatever reason,
you had taxes, you had mortgage, you had an unplanned expense that happens in life. I know I can get cash for it. By the time I go downstairs, get my silver, get to the coins and carats, 20 minutes. Yep. I can have the money. So that's a good feeling.
Now let me add a wrinkle to this. I'm looking at 100. I'm looking at a kilo, a 10, a 5, and a bunch of 1 ounces. And this represents a small portion of the collection, I know. I also know you didn't pay for any of these, did you? You actually did not write a check or use your credit card.
No.
How is that possible?
Yeah, so we're with a company called ISN, International Silver Network. So when we retail silver and gold
through our websites,
and when we share the opportunity with other people that would like to have a silver and gold home-based business, we're compensated in commissions and bonuses.
Okay.
And one of the ways that we can take our commissions and bonuses is through silver and gold. So Jim and I always elect to take our money in the form of silver and gold delivered to our doorstep in 5 business days. Because we don't want our money in the green cash, we want our money in assets, because cash is trash. Okay? Because it's depreciating every day. We want the assets. Now, I'm not saying that every once in a blue moon when we need a little extra cash for Christmas or whatever the case, we may do that. But 97, 95% of the time, we're taking in assets.
Okay, so recap. ISN is like an affiliate program for a 6-year-old international precious metals company. They do business in 25 different countries. They literally just launched North America for the very first time last year. They've asked us to come on board and help run and launch the company. And so, we're on the bandwagon of letting people know that that option's available, because
Right.
not every company has that. In fact,
No.
we sat on the sidelines for over 2 years waiting and watching and looking for a company
Right.
who had some sort of an affiliation that would allow us and people like you to, help spread the word about precious metals and get paid a little bit for it. And
Yeah.
and
So-
we just love it.
So instead of ISN spending millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars on advertising and TV and so on and so forth, they do their advertising through their reps, through word of mouth, directly to other people. So, guys, that's one of the best ways to get products sold, is letting people know. And so many people come on board because they say, gosh, if they can make money and collect silver and gold assets for free while just spreading the word and helping others protect themselves and their families from financial ruin that's coming, that's a wonderful thing, and get paid to do it.
Huge win-win as far as what we're concerned.
Definitely.
And we couldn't be happier. So if you have an interest in doing a little bit of what we do, we make a video. That's one way we do it. We have a whole bunch of marketing up our sleeves that just works really, really well. You don't have to go to people's homes. You don't have to do the buy gold, buy silver signs on the side of the road. We don't do any of that. There's a lot of, there's a handful of ways to, quote, make money in precious metals. There's nothing easier and more convenient and turnkey. You should see the websites we have working for us, 24/7 lead generation. It's just phenomenal. So we'll get you more details if you have an interest. I don't want to pound that into this video too hard, but
just click on that link below in the description. Take the online tour, fill out the survey, and we'll get in touch with you right away. And if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please share it with all your social media outlets. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and feel free to comment below. We appreciate it, guys.
Hey, and by the way, guess what I'm picking up here, and I'm going to drop. Tell me what I'm doing.
Kilo. 10.
10.
5.
That was a 10 with a 5.
Yeah, that was actually both, yeah. The 1.
The 1? Okay. And then
Big Daddy.
And then finally, hang on.
Big Daddy. Holy.
Sorry.
Hold on, the desk is splintering.
All right, guys. Over and out. Have a great day.
God bless you guys.
Till the next video.
Have a great
Take
day.
care.
All the
Bye-bye.
best. Bye-bye.